Yeah. What up, though? Talking about the diddler. Do why Diddy dumb Diddy do. Yeah, big news right now. Big news. We talking about Sean Diddy Combs being arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. This is coming from NewYorkTimes.com. Sean Diddy Combs, also known as Puff Daddy, was arrested in Manhattan after a grand jury indictment following a series of sexual assault allegations in a federal investigation. The investigation began in 2023 when his former girlfriend Cassie accused him of sex trafficking and years of abuse. Although Combs settled Cassie's lawsuit, several other women have since filed misconduct claims, which his legal team continues to fight. In March 2024, federal agents raided his home in Los Angeles and Miami Beach as part of an investigation into possible human trafficking. Combs has denied the accusations, but recently apologized after footage of him assaulting Cassie in 2016 has surfaced. That's the big news as of right now. Diddy, Sean Combs, right here, this man right here, he got arrested, man. Now, a lot of people didn't even think he was going to get arrested. They said he got too much money. Now he's been arrested. Does that mean he's going to go to jail? He does have a lot of money. And this was a very, very quiet arrest. This wasn't like we got videos of him tussling with the police, getting arrested coming out of a club or nothing like that, or going into a courthouse or going into a cop car. We just randomly popped up with some articles that said Diddy was arrested. So we already knew why. We already knew the rumors. We already saw the video. But it's a couple points I really want to make. The seriousness of the allegations being one. First and foremost, we talking about sexual assault allegations. At one point, we're not even talking about allegations because we saw it on video. Now, this is just what we saw on video. Imagine the stuff that we have not seen on video. It almost makes you want to believe all the allegations that people have claimed against Diddy. So then we also talking about public scrutiny and accountability. He ain't the first public figure to come under scrutiny. But we need to be holding all of them accountable, bro. Let's be real, bro. We've been hearing rumors about Diddy or having other people talk about different stuff with Diddy, but haven't had proof, I guess, or maybe even paying people off. Who knows? It's been going on for decades, dog. I'm 35, and I'm knowing of it since it was the 90s, and I was, less than 10 years old in the 90s? So it's like, come on, bro. Like, come on. I was hearing rumors in the 90s. So I think we need to be holding them accountable. That's the same thing with R. Kelly. We knew and saw videos of him a long time ago. It was just in the 2020s or something like that, 2010s. That he's just getting arrested. Come on, bro. But we also got to talk about this. With examples like Diddy and R. Kelly and other people, let's talk about the impact of their legacy. Even Harvey Weinstein. Let's get into the impact of their legacy. Because they leave behind a lot of stuff that affects not only just urban culture, but pop culture or culture in general. Because they got classic Harvey Weinstein connected to like some Friday movies, if I'm not mistaken. New Line Cinema, if I'm not mistaken. R. Kelly classics. Diddy classics. And that's just three of many, many artists and celebrities and movie and actors who've made a lot of stuff. So we got to talk about their legacy. Does that really even matter to you? Does any of these allegations that's going on you matter? I feel like the stuff that was going on with R. Kelly, prime example, the fact that people nowadays, I feel like even going through the situation, they didn't care. They still playing his music. Like, you'll hear people say stuff about R. Kelly or even play his music, and you'll be like, uh-oh. Taboo conversation, taboo music, but you can't help but rock to it. So I think we do gotta kind of separate the artist from the human that they are, the person that they are. The person that they are, trash. Artistically, creatively, they leaving some legacies, dog. They leaving some legacies. So Diddy, hey man, we saw the video, cuz it's time to go. It's time to go, bro. You gotta be accountable. Will he really do jail time? He was arrested. Will he do jail time, though? That's the thing. I think this is too quiet of an arrest for him to really do some real serious Fed time. So I think it's going to be some type of deal, or even if he do jail, 60 days, 90 days, 30 days. I don't believe that. So we all getting hyped up and it's big news about Diddy, but I don't think it really makes a difference. I don't think it's make a difference. I don't think he's going to do no real jail time. I think it's just some quiet news, but that's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. So we got this situation right here. Let me move out the way. I want you to see this dude. This coming from apnews.com. Ryan Wesley Ruth, 58 years old, was arrested after allegedly attempting to assassinate Donald Trump outside of a Florida golf course. Armed with a rifle, Ruth lay in wait for nearly 12 hours before being spotted by a Secret Service agent who opened fire, prompting Ruth to flee. No shots were fired by Ruth, and Trump was never in danger. The incident comes amid increased political violence and is the second assassination attempt on Trump in 2 months. Authorities are investigating Ruth's motives, with evidence suggesting he held evolving political views and disdain for Trump. This is the second one in 2 months. You see this dude right here? Yeah, don't really even look surprised at this point. Besides that, let's just talk about the violence that's been going on. Political violence, like it's crazy. Violence from politics, like I know, trust me, I know bloodshed and politics go hand in hand. But for American citizens within this democracy and within this country to be doing stuff like this on a consistent and open basis like this is crazy to me. It's not to say that it's never happened, but to happen so consistently, whether it's staged or not, this ain't setting a good example. This is motivating others, believe it or not, making them believe that it's possible, it can happen if you wanted it, if you felt that way. I don't even like that. I don't care who the president is. We just got to think about security overall for high profile high profile figures, I should say. The president, like this could have happened. Man, listen, I'm just gonna say this. When Obama was in office, I ain't gonna lie. Every time Obama was in public, I was scared. I'm talking about the first night. I don't know if anybody feel me on this. The first night Obama came out with his family when he won that night, he was on that big ass blue stage, out in the open. I said, I pray to God they got some type of bulletproof something protecting this man. I did not want to see it happen. Thank God not only did he make it through that night, he made it through 8 years of a presidency. What I'm saying is this can happen to anybody. I was scared then. I don't want to really see that happen on national TV. I don't want to see that. I don't want kids to see that. That'll be traumatizing. So I feel like we need to do better with protecting our high-profile figures, specifically the president. And the fact, let's also be honest. Let's ask the question: is Trump responsible for for political violence that's been happening as of recently? Are we holding Trump responsible for the political divide, the divide amongst the country, the racial tension? Are we blaming him in his campaign, his presidency? Some people can argue yes. Some people can definitely. I would like to say he ain't doing it no better. I think he is flaring up that demographic. By that demographic, I mean the demographic who wants to be amped up by racial wars and things of that nature. So, am I going to hold Trump accountable for his own assassination attempts? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I do think he is not making anything better in regards to coming together bipartisan wise and binding the community. He's doing a lot of pointing the finger and making people the villain like politics does. Politics is a dirty game. But he's also saying things like, if I don't win, the country's going to come to ish and there's going to be tragic stuff happening. And if this person wins, then expect this to happen and it's going to be the worst ever. Like that type of stuff. Like traumatic. So it's just the way that he does it. He does it with charisma. It works, but I don't want to blame Trump for that. But this guy right here and people like him, we need to stop. We need to stop that. Secret Service, y'all sheriffs right here, y'all got to get that together. We got to do a lot better. I'm glad they stopped them in advance, but ain't no telling, bro. Ain't no telling. Let's just keep going, man. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. This last topic right here, man. I also want to share this. NBCnews.com. Portage County Sheriff Bruce Zukowski posted inflammatory comments on social media targeting Vice President Kamala Harris and immigrants. Zukowski encouraged residents to compile a list of addresses where Democratic president nominee yard signs were displayed, suggesting that these homes could later house immigrants. His post included anti-immigrant language and referenced towns involved in the immigration debate, such as Springfield, Ohio, which has faced scrutiny or security threats due to unfounded claims about immigrants. The remarks echo similar rhetoric from political figures like Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. They're talking about them saying immigrants are eating pets. Now, I want to get you the exact quote. I want to get you that exact quote that this sheriff said. This is the sheriff, by the way. Ohio sheriff saying crazy stuff like, quote, this is his Facebook social media post. When people ask me what's going to happen if the flip-flopping laughing hyena wins, I say, write down all the addresses of the people who had her signs in their yards. So when the illegal human locust, which she supports, needs places to live, we'll already have the addresses of their new families who supported their arrival, end quote. This is what the Ohio sheriff said. Let me tell you something. Now, he'll try to say that he wasn't trying to incite anything, but that's the type of stuff that incites people, bro, to do things. Go by people, like intentionally go by and look for people with these yard signs so we can send immigrants to them. Regardless, you're giving people a motive to drive by and intentionally look for these yard signs and target these people. This is coming from a sheriff of the town. Everybody who is a resident there pays taxes where they got a Trump or Harris sign in their yard. And he's encouraging people who have a Harris sign to be targeted. That's a worry right there. That's the type of stuff that we need to watch out for. So my notes, once again, this divisive rhetoric. He specifically want people to be pointed out because they go against his political views. His political views, bro. What? His political views. Because a sheriff feel a certain type of way, he wants you to feel like, okay, either you on my side or we about to target you, especially if you're going to put it out there that you support Harris. The immigration political thing, that tool, using them as a scapegoat for some of the stuff that they've been saying and some of the agendas that they want to push. Is immigration and migrants crazy? I will say yes. I've seen it myself in Chicago. And we're seeing the videos elsewhere. So I'm not going to say it ain't serious. It's definitely serious. But to the point where we need to be blaming the vice president and picking on people who supports that. Nah, that's, and it's coming from the sheriff, bro. That's the key thing behind that. And then lastly, we need to hold people like this responsible. Because he is a sheriff, I think he definitely needs to be removed. It's in small towns like that. Small towns like Portage County. Or small counties, I should say, like Portage County, Ohio. It's not a huge population. So we talking about people who ain't about to get a lot of news. Local news is controlled. Local sheriff and police departments are controlled. So it's different levels to even get to some type of media outlet or police authority where they will actually listen to you and you'll get help. So with that being said, he knew what he was doing. Making that point to his audience in that small town, that small county. He was like, what they gonna do about it? He probably even know that his boss supports Trump. So ain't nothing gonna happen. That's just what I wanted to say about that. I think that's very dangerous rhetoric in regards to this coming from a sheriff, talking about talking about goddamn on targeting people who got a Harris sign. Man, that's crazy. I don't support Harris myself or Trump. But I think that's crazy though, bro. But let's be honest. Let's just say this too. Let's say this. I just gotta be honest. We all sit up here and judge people based on who they vote for. Especially if they say it out in the open. It might be best if we go back to the days where you don't tell people who you vote for. Because it got to the point to where, like we said, it's a divide now. So now people like, if you vote for Trump, I don't want to talk to you. You can unfriend me. I don't want to date you. All of that. Like, I've had that. Or if you going against this candidate, you going against Kamala, or you ain't voting for Kamala, you can unfriend me. We can't be in a relationship. I don't want to talk to you. I can't work with you. It's like, what? So I think it's best that we don't, because other than that, we just gonna judge each other. We're gonna judge each other. Even after the election, you be like, you were a Trumpster, or you voted for Harris. Yeah. You the reason that the immigrants are here, or you the reason that we got this political divide, this racial divide. And I think that's why we all need to keep our mouths closed. But I just wanted to say that also. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call to the show, 313-466-4386. Now, you would think that was part of my thinking out loud, but it ain't. Thinking out loud, though. I cannot help, bro. It gets me in trouble. I can't help but talk shit, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't help it. Like the other day, I was in the bank. I was doing the exchange, and this is black dude in there, my teller. You know, he was a pretty nice dude, had on a suit and everything. But as he was telling me to go, you know, I'm thinking in my head, all right, thank you, Pascal Siakam looking ass nigga. I just couldn't help it. Like, I'm roasting him in my head. I'm in Kroger the other day. Lady checked me out, going through the thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thank you. Have a good day. You have a better one. Roseanne Barr, face ass nigga. It's just, I can't help it, bro. I be cracking myself up. I can't help but roast people in my head. Now, y'all lucky I ain't really saying it in person out loud, but that's just me thinking out loud. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments and call into the show, 313-466-4386, man. That's all I got for you. We about to get up out of here, though, so do me a favor. Kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. That's just the abbreviations for Kick It with KCMC. And show some love to my sponsor, Team Elite 313, on all social medias, man. Hey, TeamElite313.com. Show some love if you got it. Hey, thank you again for kicking it with me. If you got this far in the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the alert so you know when we're going live. I'm trying to do a show every day this week. It's probably going to be hard, but we're going to see. Other than that, man, thank you again for subscribing and share the content. Also, more videos, more sports from the stands of a sports fan, and other stuff coming up real soon, man. Team Elite Media on YouTube. Thank you for being here.